Welcome to the Deep Dive, where we extract the most important nuggets of knowledge to get you well-informed, quickly. Today, we're really drilling down into a scenario that, well, most of us encounter pretty often: how to confidently order coffee in English. Whether you're maybe planning a trip abroad or stepping into a new local cafe, maybe just looking to smooth out those everyday interactions, you know? This deep dive is all about giving you the essential toolkit for a successful and hopefully a really delicious experience.
It's true, yeah. It might seem like a simple transaction, but ordering coffee in English is actually a fantastic microcosm of practical language use and subtle cultural nuances too. We can pull out those specific phrases, those key approaches that can really transform a potentially hesitant exchange into something, well, fluid, a natural conversation. You'll walk away not just with a coffee, hopefully, but with a real sense of accomplishment.
Okay, so let's kick things off with what seems like the most obvious yet fundamentally crucial first step: choosing your drink. You'd think, well, I know what I want, easy enough, but the complexity often lies in articulating that choice clearly, especially with the sheer variety available today. I remember once just literally pointing at a menu item because I couldn't quite remember the English for I think it was a decaf oat milk latte.
Yeah.
It's that initial clarity that really sets the stage, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah, the foundational piece of information the barista needs is what you want to drink.
Right.
And it really goes beyond just saying coffee. Are we talking about an espresso, a drip coffee, maybe something more complex like a latte or a cappuccino? Our sources definitely highlight how crucial it is to get that initial choice right because, well, it dictates everything else that follows. Think of it like this. If you can't clearly state what you want, you can't really specify how you want it either. This clarity isn't just about vocabulary. It's about setting clear expectations right from the outset, which is, a universal principle in any effective communication.
And it gets even more detailed sometimes, right? I mean, beyond just the main drink name, there are all those modifiers that transform a simple order into your perfect coffee. What are some of those common variations listeners should be prepared to ask for?
Precisely. Yeah, this is where you kind of elevate your order from just basic to truly personalized. We're talking about specifics like milk type. Do you want whole milk, skim milk, or maybe a non-dairy option like oat, almond, or soy milk? So you might say, with oat milk, please.
Okay.
Temperature's another one. Extra hot, maybe iced, or even room temperature. For example, can I get an iced latte?
Right. Iced coffee's huge now.
Shots of espresso, a single shot, a double shot, or even a triple.
Decaf or regular.
A decaf Americano, or just a regular latte.
Yeah.
Sweeteners, too, with 1 sugar, no sugar. Or maybe with a pump of vanilla syrup.
Ah, the syrups.
Yeah, and of course the classic black if you just want plain coffee without milk or sugar. These details are really what make your order complete and, well, ensure you get exactly what you're craving. It's about having the specific vocabulary ready to articulate those nuances.
That's actually quite a lot of options when you list them out. It really shows how a simple coffee order actually requires quite a bit of specific language. What if you're looking at a menu, though, and you're just not sure what some of those terms even mean? Like, what is a macchiato exactly?
That's a fantastic point because, yeah, it happens to everyone. Our sources really emphasize the value of not being afraid to ask. It's okay. You can simply say, what's a macchiato? Or maybe, could you tell me more about the cold brew?
Just ask directly.
Exactly. Or if you're feeling a bit adventurous and want to try something new, you could ask, what do you recommend today? Or perhaps, what's popular here? Baristas are usually quite happy to help guide you, and it shows you're engaged. It's really a key part of navigating unfamiliar menus and learning new terms sort of on the fly.
That's incredibly helpful, seriously. So, okay, once you've nailed down what you want your drink and all its customizations, the next crucial piece of the puzzle is the size. This is where things can sometimes get a little surprising, actually, because sizes aren't always just small, medium, large.
Indeed. Yeah, you're right. While small, medium, large are common, many coffee shops, especially the larger chains, use their own specific names.
Like Starbucks, yeah.
Exactly, like Starbucks. You'll hear tall for a small, grande for a medium, and venti for a large, sometimes even a trenta for an extra large iced drink. Knowing these unique names, or at least knowing how to ask about the sizes they have available, is vital. It's a distinct part of the ordering process, not just an afterthought. You typically state the size with or immediately after the drink choice.
So how do you handle it if you're not familiar with their specific size names? Do you just guess, hope for the best?
No, definitely not. That could end badly. The best approach is simply to ask, what sizes do you have? Or maybe, could you show me the sizes? Sometimes they might even have example cups right there on the counter.
Oh, that's handy.
Yeah. Or you can use a descriptive approach. Do you have a small size?
Right.
Or, I'd like a large coffee, please.
Mm-hmm.
The goal is confident communication right away. Avoiding misunderstandings that could lead to you getting a tiny little espresso when you really wanted a big mug to start your day.
Mm-hmm.
Our sources indicate that this specific size inquiry, asking about size, is a hallmark of a complete order in many English-speaking environments.
Mm-hmm.
It shows you understand the local conventions.
That makes perfect sense. Okay, so we've got the drink, we've got the size, and now we move to what might seem subtle, but our sources really highlight it as critically important: making your order politely. It's not just about getting the words for the coffee and size right, is it? It's about the manner, how you actually deliver them.
This is exactly where we shift from purely linguistic elements to the art of social interaction. Politeness is really a cornerstone of effective communication in many English-speaking cultures, maybe most cultures, really. It shows respect for the person serving you, and it just creates a much more pleasant exchange for everyone involved. Think about it. Just saying latte, large, might get to your coffee eventually.
Yeah, sounds a bit blunt.
Right. But adding could I get a large latte, please? Or maybe, may I have a grande hot chocolate?
Yeah.
It completely changes the tone. It transforms a simple transaction into a positive interaction.
Okay, so what are some of those common polite phrases that listeners should absolutely try to have in their sort of mental toolkit?
Yeah, there are a few definite go-to phrases that make all the difference. May I have a for, or can I get a?
Yeah.
These are very common, very polite.
Okay, may I or can I?
I'd like a for, or I have a, are also very polite and quite direct. And always, always, always add please at the end of your request. It's so important. May I have a small cappuccino, please?
Please and thank you, the magic words.
Absolutely. And when they hand you your drink, a simple thank you goes such a long way. Our sources emphasize that these aren't just nice suggestions. They're often expected linguistic structures. They signal respect and really facilitate a positive encounter. It's a small linguistic investment, you could say, with a huge relational return.
I've noticed sometimes, though, in some really busy cafes and maybe in big cities, people can be very direct, almost to the point of seeming a bit rude if you're not used to that pace. Is there a balance there between politeness and efficiency, especially during those peak hours?
That's a really insightful observation, yeah. While politeness is generally valued, our sources do sort of touch on how context can subtly influence the delivery. In a bustling city cafe at rush hour, the pace is definitely faster, interactions might be more concise.
Right, they need to keep the line moving.
Yeah, exactly. So you might hear less elaborate phrasing like, I'll take a large latte, instead of the full, may I please have a large latte. But even then, a please and a thank you are almost universally expected. They take almost no extra time. The key is probably to be clear and concise, but still respectful. You're sort of adapting to the rhythm of the environment while still maintaining good manners. It's about being effective without being abrupt,
Makes sense. So, okay, beyond just the drink, the size, and the politeness, are there any other practical considerations when ordering coffee that our listeners should be aware of? What about things like paying or taking your coffee to go, stuff like that?
Absolutely. Yeah, these are critical, practical elements that really complete the whole experience. First, for here or to go? That's a very common question you'll likely be asked.
Yes.
Do you want to drink it in the cafe or take it with you? The standard phrases are simply, for here, please, or to go, please. Easy enough. Asking the price. How much is that? Or maybe what's the total? Are common ways to inquire. Payment. They might ask cash or card, or will that be debit or credit? So be prepared to state your preference. Confirmation is another thing. Sometimes the barista might repeat your order back to you to confirm. Listen carefully. Be ready to say, yes, that's right. Or correct them politely if needed.
Good tip.
Yeah. And finally, after you pay and you receive your order, a final thank you. And perhaps have a great day, or enjoy your coffee, or just perfect ways to end the interaction on a positive note. These little additions, they make you feel more like a local maybe, and less like just a tourist simply passing through.
Right.
Okay, so when you bring all these pieces together then, clearly choosing your drink with all its specific modifiers, confidently asking for the right size, even if it has one of those unique names, making your order politely with the right phrases, and then, seamlessly handling the payment and the for here to go question. You've truly gained a powerful, comprehensive toolkit for a successful and, hopefully, stress-free coffee shop experience. It's the synergy of all these elements that transforms what could be a daunting task into a confident, natural interaction.
That's it, exactly. Yeah. This whole deep dive really demonstrates how focusing on very practical, everyday scenarios, like ordering a coffee, can significantly boost your overall confidence for real-world application. It's not about memorizing an entire dictionary, right? Or mastering complex grammar rules all at once.
No, definitely not. It's about mastering these like micro interactions, these small exchanges. Each successful coffee order reinforces your ability to navigate English-speaking environments. It makes you feel more comfortable or at home when traveling or just engaging with others. You've gone from simply knowing words to understanding how to use them effectively in a complete interaction. That's the key.
So think about what this means for you, listening right now. What new phrases or insights maybe stood out to you today? How will this knowledge change how you approach your next coffee run? Maybe you'll try ordering a custom drink next time, or confidently ask about sizes you don't recognize. We really believe these small but mighty communication points can truly unlock a new level of confidence for you. So there you have it, our deep dive into confidently ordering coffee in English. Remember the key components. First, be precise about your drink choice, including any modifications like milk or decaf. Second, confidently ask for the correct size, even those unique ones like grande or venti. And third, and just so importantly, frame your order politely using phrases like, may I have, or can I get? And always adding, please. Combine these with knowing for here or to go and how to ask about the price, and, well, you're pretty much set.
Yeah, and this deep dive into a seemingly simple act, just ordering coffee, it actually raises an important question, I think. How might focusing on these specific practical communication scenarios be a really powerful way to build broader confidence? For all sorts of interactions when you're traveling or just engaging with English speakers day to day, it's like a stepping stone, isn't it? A mini masterclass in real-world communication that applies far beyond the cafe counter.
Exactly. Well said. So, the next time you step into a cafe, carry these insights with you. Try out those phrases, feel that little surge of confidence, and enjoy not just your coffee, but the smooth, polite, and effective interaction that comes with it. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep diving deep into what makes you a more confident communicator.